I'm one of the top celebrity makeup artists in the industry and Emmy Award winning twice. My clients have included Zendaya, Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez, Doja Cat, and Queen Latifah. And I got there by being brave. My name is Ernesto Casillas, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I grew up being a very rambunctious, flamboyant kid, and then when I was about 5, I found out I was hard of hearing. And those two things started, slowly affecting me in my childhood. I was never picked on for my hearing loss, but with my queerness, it's something where I felt like I was up against society, basically. So my family was always there to support, but I think when it came to my queerness, there was a lot of apprehension around it. I was put down a lot. If I had mannerisms that were very flamboyant, it would be like, no hagas eso, or no me ves la mano así. And that's another thing that started making me become more ashamed. My mom acknowledged that she's been hard on me. She said the reason that she's so hard on me is to toughen me up, to prepare me for people, right? For society, because they are gonna be mean. I kind of wish that I was taught instead to have more self-confidence. It was coming from a place of love, and I always knew that. I just wish it was handled differently, because I think at that time I really needed a lot more love. But when I was younger, I really did think I'm a little special. The way I viewed the world, I could see beauty in everything. I was feeling brave, like I could do it all, and I tried to do it all. I was in college, and I thought I could be a designer, I could be a photographer. I was doing makeup on the side as well, all while I was working at Michael's Arts and Craft, going to school full time. I graduated college. I wasn't working much initially, and I was starting to feel like maybe this is it for me. But I remember that I had to be brave. I have to have audacity, and I had to have delusional level of confidence. And so I was doing everything I could to get myself back out there. I was messaging hairstylists, even celebrities. One of those people that I DM'd was my friend Randy. Randy was a hairstylist, and at that time he was working with Mel B or Scary Spice. Sure enough, within the week, I get a message and she wanted me to do a makeup test. I'm there. Whatever you need me, I'm there. She offered me a retainer salary to be her makeup artist every day. And I think my career from that moment just kind of went. We did Broadway on New York for like 3-4 months. We would travel to London. We were doing America's Got Talent. We were doing commercials. And then Eve came in and also changed the trajectory of my career in a whole different way. That's when I won the Emmy. Right before the pandemic, I had decided I need to be brave again. And what that meant for me was really elevating myself in all aspects of my life, my makeup technique, my networking, my social media, and I had to tap into 22-year-old Ernesto that was doing it all and was doing too much. And it was during that time in my life that Doja Cat came into my life. I was doing, Super Bowl commercials, music videos, red carpets. I was traveling everywhere. I have a lot of love in my heart for her. At the time, I had a client that I was working with, Law Roach. He told me, I want you to work on Zendaya. And I was like, please, And so he set up a makeup test. And so I remember going to her house. She was super sweet, super chill. And so I went home happy as a clam, and I get a call from Law. He's like, I wish you would have called me. I would have told you what to do. And my heart sank. I was like, oh, I think I blew it. I was so sad for a while, but then a couple weeks later, I get a call. I'm booked for a job with Zendaya. Yes. I think my words of encouragement start by being brave, by being your own biggest champion, and then put in the work. I wouldn't be where I am in my career or my life if it wasn't for Black women. They've advocated for me my entire career. They've been my biggest supporters. They've championed for me to be in these rooms with them. And so now I am at a point in my life where I feel like, 10-year-old Ernesto will think I'm so cool. 10-year-old Ernesto would be like, dang, you kind of did that.
Is your mom proud of you now?
Yeah, I think my mom is proud of me now. We've both grown together, you know, and I can see it in her eyes. I know she's proud of me.